Welcome back, everybody, to the Johnny Guitar channel. Today, we are playing Fallout New Vegas DLC Challenge. I'm super excited about this run. We've got quite a few rules on our run and how we're supposed to do this. But to break it down, I've got to complete all 4 DLCs of Fallout New Vegas. I cannot bring in anything from the Mojave. I can only use items I find within the DLCs. And when I leave one DLC to go to the next DLC, I'm only allowed to bring a single item with me to the next DLC. Otherwise, I gotta show up naked. So, the way we've been doing it is I did bring in one item from the Mojave. It's a small item, but it's the Vault 13 flask. I brought that from the Mojave. And then, in addition to that, once we're done here with Honest Hearts, which is our first DLC we've chose to tackle, we will get to choose one item to bring into the next DLC. What's the next one you guys would do? Because I have to show up to all these DLCs with no weapons, no armor, no aid items, no chems, nothing, other than the single item I choose to bring with me. So the question becomes, what would you guys do? What choices would you make? What's the next DLC you would go into? We've got Honest Hearts, Lonesome Road, Old World Blues, or Sierra Madre. I chose Honest Hearts as the first DLC because in my mind it is the easiest. When we began this DLC, I was level 2. Now we're level 7, and we picked up a couple decent perks along the way. So, how would you do it? Maybe differently from me? Maybe you guys would choose to do the DLCs in a different order, perhaps? That is possible. I think this is going to be it, though. I think this is going to be our last episode here in the Honest Hearts DLC before we head off to our next adventure. Thank you guys for watching the Johnny Guitar channel, though. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you joining me here in this amazing adventure. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Help us grow the Johnny Guitar channel. Help us grow the channel. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Fallout game is. And remember to check out the Johnny Guitar channel because I do play Skyrim. I do play Oblivion. Lately I've been playing Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. I play a little bit of Morrowind here and there. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening on the Johnny Guitar channel. I also make videos of my dogs because I love them so much and they are my best friends. So check out the Johnny Guitar channel. Otherwise, let's do this. Let's blast our way through the rest of this Honest Hearts DLC. Are you guys reading scripture? There's a lot of interesting story beats happening in this DLC. In fact, I think Fallout New Vegas has the best DLCs of all of the Fallout games. Fight me in the comments below if you disagree. Thank you for watching Johnny Guitar. Let's do this Fallout New Vegas DLC challenge.
Welcome back. What can I do for you? God be with you.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you? I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to quietly pack up and try to get out of here without being noticed. That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked you into fighting the Whitelegs despite what I've said. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Fighting seems like the practical solution. I'll tell you again. There's more at stake. No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. And he needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying. No. This is how we made the world. And we brought it to them. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others.
Thank you for this. I know Daniel doesn't approve, but destroying the Whitelegs is the only way to ensure the Sorrows can remain in Zion. You and I will lead a group of Dead Horse warriors and Sorrows hunters into 3 Marys from this position. Our objective is to find the Whitelegs leader, Salt Upon Wounds, and prevent him from fleeing. Show no quarter to the Whitelegs we come across. Make no mistake about why we are here. This is an extermination. God be with you. Where you stand.
Oladu nane. Muerna yegwi akati. Wa muerna yegwi kwadu wakade. Your day, I bet! Day, are you?
You can nikumpa me!
Que no ninculpa mi.
They are you! We warned you at Syracuse, and you persisted. You took advantage of us at New Canaan to drive us out. And like the dogs of Caesar you are, you followed us to Zion. And now you stand on holy ground, a temple to God's glory on earth. The only use for an animal in our temple is sacrifice. Kale wachene conserva o. You understand me, don't you? Don't you?
Outman. Kunaman mad. He killed all white legs. You talk. You stop. You can no nikumpa me. They are you.
Nikumpa! Nikumpa me!
Come on.
Die where you stand! It's the same end he would have met if he had died on his knees. But I suppose this was for the sake of the dead horses and sorrows. Still, thanks to your help and the grace of God, the Whitelegs won't be troubling Zion anymore. Let's go find Daniel. Tomorrow we'll be here soon enough. And there is much to do.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
Despite their defeat at Three Marys and the death of their war chief, the Whitelegs were determined to pursue the other New Canaanites. But when they finally tracked down their prey in Colorado, they discovered the tables had been turned. The Whitelegs who survived the new Canaanites' ambushes were hunted down by dead horses before they could reach the safety of the Great Salt Lake. When word of the Whitelegs' diminished numbers reached the 80s tribe, war was declared, and by year's end, the Whitelegs had been wiped out.
The Sorrows fought beside Joshua Graham and the dead horses, eradicating the threat the Whitelegs posed to Zion. When the courier and Joshua Graham felled Salt upon Wounds, their victory was celebrated with a great feast. The Sorrows' transformation from a peaceful, timid tribe into a proud and warlike people broke Daniel's heart. He tried to take solace in the knowledge that they would remain in Zion, but it was a small comfort. The Sorrows' innocence was lost.
Having helped eradicate the Whitelegs from Zion, the dead horses returned to Dead Horse Point in triumph. They remained neutral toward the Sorrows, but as years went on, there were periods of competitive friction, even violence between the tribes. The new Canaanites, Daniel especially, intervened regularly as mediators, but found it difficult to reconcile the tribe's conflicts.
The defeat of the Whitelegs in Zion marked a turning point in the fortunes of the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Every 2 months, the caravan met with the new Canaanites in Zion Valley to trade. Happy Trails soon returned to prosperity. The vigilance of the Sorrows and dead horses in defending southwestern Utah, initially startling to Happy Trails caravans, soon proved a blessing. The tribes united against the 80s, driving them back from Highway 50, and thus opening yet another trading route for Happy Trails caravans.
Follows Chalk took the courier's words to heart and decided that he would behold the sights and sounds of distant lands with his own eyes and ears. After returning to Dead Horse Point, he quarreled with his family and other tribe members about his ambitions. One morning, they awoke to discover that Follows Chalk had set off alone, westward, into the wilderness. He was never seen again.
Though the courier had stopped Joshua Graham from executing Salt upon Wounds, the war chief still fell in battle. The Whitelegs defeated at Three Marys. Joshua led the Sorrows and dead horses, intending to their comrades and burning the corpses of their foes. He continued to advocate militant opposition to the enemies of New Canaan, and showed little quarter to those he fought. And yet he was changed. He no longer reveled in the brutality and cruelty for which he had been known in his former life. His inner demons, if not extinguished, were at the least appeased.
For years after the defeat of the Whitelegs, Daniel did his best to minister to the Sorrows' spiritual needs. Try as he might, he could not hold back the tribe's increasing militancy and reverence of Joshua Graham. Demoralized, he returned to his family and Dead Horse Point. His failures haunted him for the rest of his days.
And with that, the courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.
Let's grab everything we can. I mean, we're just gonna grab everything right now. Okay, everybody, that was the first DLC. Oh, sorry, you. You guys do not Sir? Sir, I really recommend you run away.
You like that?
What? Oh, did you just... Oh my god. Okay, well that's good to know. See, I put everything in this hollowed out rock, but that's kind of crazy that the jackal was able to access this. Okay, so we're basically getting rid of all of our ammo. Because remember, I said you could take one item with you. One item. Okay, let's see weapons. What do we want to take with us? Well, his power fist is pretty nice and it does not require ammo. I think I like this war club though. I think I'm leaning towards a war club. Otherwise, a light and shining darkness is pretty good. But I'm gonna find we're going into another DLC. I will find better weapons in the next DLC we enter into. So I don't know if that's important. We're also gonna be finding melee. Chalk's headdress. Daniel's hat is speech. Daniel's outfit is med and barter. So I've got this current outfit. We're going to be finding better armor where we're going as well. I mean, I don't know if there's anything better than Joshua Graham's armor, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of the best armor in the game, in my mind. Assault upon Wounds helmet, crit chance, and sneak. And it has DT4. It's actually not that bad. Slap that on and see how that works. Did I grab Chop's headdress? I thought I grabbed Salt Upon Wounds head. Okay, that's Chalk's headdress. Not as good. What we want is Salt Upon Wounds helmet. DT4. So it's just under the Desert Ranger helmet. But it gives us +2 crit chance and +5 sneak. Oh, did I just drop it? Schedule patch. Looks kind of ridiculous. Okay, like I said, we gotta get rid of everything we picked up in the Honest Hearts DLC. I guess I could keep the scripture. We're keeping the Vault 13 canteen because that's what I got from the game. I chose that as my one item to keep from the Mojave. So let's get rid of the scripture. I'm sorry, scripture. I like the caravan shotgun, honestly. I wonder if we should keep the caravan shotgun because it is a pretty amazing weapon. No. Am I making a mistake? Possibly, but I think we're going to keep the war club. Now we're just storing all of this stuff for now. But remember, I still have to, like, make it to the DLC, right? Like, I can't just... Like, I have to survive my way to the DLC, so I'm gonna keep some of these items just to, like, keep me alive, I guess, would be what I'm saying. That should be enough to keep me alive until we get into the DLC. In fact, I probably need a little bit of food, so let's go ahead and take these back. So guys, have you guessed which DLC we're going to be going into next? Have you guessed which DLC I've chosen? Because, to me, it seems like the only logical choice. Let's go back to Good Springs. So remember, we still have to, like, travel across the map in order to get to these DLCs, so it's not always as easy as it seems. There's usually quite a bit of travel. I love it. I love it. Travel to the canyon wreckage near Prim and enter the divide. That's it, everybody. That's correct. The next DLC we'll be going into is going to be Lonesome Road. Now, the reason I didn't do Lonesome Road first is because it's extremely difficult to do it at a low level with nothing. It is so difficult to do. It's still going to be extremely difficult, but at least we've leveled up a couple times, and Honest Hearts mostly just provided us with a couple level ups. We have this cool war club we're going to be using, but for the most part we're not. I mean, what are we, like level 9? Yeah, we're level 9. It's still going to be really tough, but that is the Fallout New Vegas DLC challenge. You only bring one item from the previous DLC, and you basically have to enter the DLC naked, except complete all 4 of the DLCs here in Fallout New Vegas in order to beat the challenge. And of course, you cannot take or do anything in the Mojave quest stuff, because otherwise you could just come into the Mojave and you could just do a bunch of quests and earn up a bunch of XP, which in my mind would be kind of like cheating. So no, there is no XP gain other than what is necessary, like necessary XP. Not a big deal, though. Not a big deal. But yeah, this is going to be it. I think we're going to bring the War Club in with us. I'm only wearing this special armor because, oh, I guess what? I'm only wearing this special armor to help us so we can survive our way to the DLC.
Yeah!
Yeah, Lonesome Road DLC is quite interesting, and in this particular DLC, we're actually going to be doing quite a bit. We're not going to like Honest Hearts, the DLC we just did. I kind of did the bare minimum just to get me through the DLC, but it's going to be a little different with Lonesome Road. I'm actually going to want to almost 100% it. Not quite, but almost.
Hey, where the hell do you think? Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Good Springs. It's your ass. Don't say you weren't warned.
Alright, thank you, good. Yeah, Lonesome Road is going to be tough, but fortunately for us, and fortunately for the Johnny Guitar channel, I actually know what I'm doing. I've played Lonesome Road DLC many times, and I feel like we could survive it even at a low level. I feel like there's a lot of various armor and weapons we can get our hands on that will keep us alive. So, we're hoping for the best. We really, really are. I'm not too worried. Oh. Let's pick that up. I'm not going to do much with it, but I'll pick it up. So, we've done Honest Hearts DLC. We're going to be doing Lonesome Road next. Would you have done it in a different order? Let's talk about the order of the DLCs real quick, because there is wisdom in doing them in a different order. It's perhaps logical to do Sierra Madre first, considering you lose all your items when you go in there, and the enemies will then be low level. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for killing you, coyotes. That is so rude of me. But you gotta remember we're playing on hardcore mode. I don't know if you guys have ever played Sierra Madre on hardcore mode, but it is difficult. You're basically constantly dying. The fog, the poisonous fog in Sierra Madre is just constantly eating away at your health in hardcore mode. So I feel like we are going to have to do a different strategy for that. Old World Blues is also very difficult as a DLC, but you get so many buffs from that one. Like even if I'm not able to bring physical items from World Blues into the next DLC, there's still so many buffs to your stats and to your character that you get in Old World Blues. So I could see the wisdom of doing that one second. Maybe I'm a fool for wanting to do Lonesome Road, but I am very familiar with the Lonesome Road DLC. I've done it many times. I've even done a challenge, a low-level Lonesome Road playthrough before. So I feel like this is the one to do. There's a couple items that are quite useful that remember, because we can always take one item from each DLC with us. So here in the Lonesome Road DLC, there's probably a couple really good items we can pick up. There's a lot of stuff we can do in this DLC. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do next. So, well, wait, let's get rid of everything. Because remember, we're only allowed to bring one item with us. Let's go ahead and eat this tree. Okay. Oh my god, this is okay. So we're getting rid of pretty much everything. Did I press the wrong button? Damn it. This game sometimes not the game itself, but I'm not used to playing on a keyboard. I don't know if you guys know this, but I normally play on a PlayStation. Sometimes the keyboard is uncomfortable and weird for me. Okay, so we've dropped everything from our inventory other than the War Club we're keeping with us from Honest Hearts DLC and the map. Okay, well that's the Vault 13 Canteen is also we're keeping from Mojave. So we've got two items we're bringing into this DLC. Otherwise, we are level 9, and we're going to have to survive our way through the Lonesome Road. I'm pretty excited about this. Like I said, I like this DLC. We're going to be doing a lot more of the side quests in the Lonesome Road DLC. There's a lot of like small little things you could do that just really bump up the experience gain. And so we're going to be doing a lot of leveling up in this DLC. I'm excited for it. You guys, thank you for joining me on this amazing adventure. I love Fallout New Vegas. Do you guys love Fallout New Vegas? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Fallout game is. And check out the Johnny Guitar channel while you're at it. A lot of fun stuff on the channel I'm sure you would like, including this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining us here, and we will see you next time we do Fallout New Vegas DLC Challenge Lonesome Road.